The big storyline in college football all offseason, Jim Harbaugh has returned to his alma mater, a journey that took decades, but from that moment at the end of December when Harbaugh announced he is returning to the University of Michigan, the expectations in Ann Arbor increased exponentially. But Clatter, let's narrow the conversation down to just tomorrow night. The big challenge, number one, he hasn't even named a starting quarterback yet.
Well, I think he knows, but he's not going to tell anybody else who the starting quarterback is. And trust me when I tell you that Jim is focused on the task at hand, and there are challenges like you guys are talking about on the more broad scope.
Hi, everybody. Jim Brandstetter. We're in the broadcast booth at Rice-Eccles Stadium in Utah. We're getting ready for the Michigan opener with Jim Harbaugh as the head football coach in his first game.
Jim Harbaugh may have played quarterback in high school, college, and the NFL, but he coaches a football team like a linebacker, and he believes in dominating the line of scrimmage. He believes that that is the real and most consistent way to win football games.
And here come the Michigan Wolverines. The Jim Harbaugh era has begun. Here come the Utes. Rudock out of the shotgun. Delivers and picked off. On the far side, Corey Butler-Bird. And Michigan turns the ball over on their opening drive. They give it to him. Touchdown, Utah.
Devontae Booker follows that pulling guard, Isaac Asiata, and then goes up and over the top.
Magnuson, the offensive lineman for the Wolverines, 2nd and 10. Rudock again and intercepted. Marcus Williams, the second interception of the first half for fifth-year man Jake Rudock. And this is Wilson sprinting, touchdown Utah. 1st and 10 at the 19. Rudock, can he make him pay? Yes, he can! Touchdown Wolverines! Jake Butt! Rudock. And intercepted to the end zone. Justin Thomas, touchdown Utah! 9 wins last year, and he hands Jim Harbaugh his first loss as the head coach at Michigan.
Coach, one of the things you talked about after the game is you're not getting ready to lay this one at the foot of Jake Rudock, are you?
No, I think he did. Saw the field very well, managed the game very well, threw the ball very well. There's situations where he had one bad throw, where he left it inside, that got intercepted. But I like the way felt the effort was good, and everything from here is all that matters.
And we are glad that you could join us as the University of Michigan Wolverines take on Oregon State in their second game of the season, but the first game for Jim Harbaugh as the head coach here at the Big House.
One of the questions for Oregon State, would Collins be poised in his first road game in front of more than 100,000? He's wrestled down for about a 3-yard loss by Chris Wormley. They want to give him more touches. He wasn't as involved against Weber State as they like. He fumbles the football, and it's caught out of the air by Joe Bolden. And a late flag thrown where the tackle was made.
Angles, he does not do a good job of securing the football, and bam, right there, it's knocked out by Taco Charlton.
That's a direct reflection of the fact that they weren't able to get him the ball in the passing game last week. So productive the last couple of seasons, getting in traffic.
Yeah, he's got to run outside, not run inside.
Each team has turned it over. It's swung out wide. Rudock to Amara Darboh, and a big gainer. This play good for 22.
Yeah, and right here, J.U. Chesson helps spring it as it gets Decoud on the ground for lead block, and
from the left hash mark, Blake O'Neal, the punter, is the holder, and that one is good. 10 major college football programs. He was the head coach at San Jose State. Collins dropped for a loss, and Chris Brown, the running back. They're setting up a screen. Villeman gets tackled, and it'll be close. It looked like he had room to the outside for much more yardage. From here, looks like he's comfortably short of the first down, and he is. John O'Neill doesn't even need the chains. In Corvallis. 3rd down and 7. Collins has a lot of running room. Great tackle. Oregon State leading 7-3. Rudock fires, wide open receiver, Amara Darboh. Davion Smith, the running back, to Rudock's right. 5-man rush, picked up. Rudock zings one. Amara Darboh battling for every inch. He won't get the first down. 4th and 5. From the Oregon State 28. Rudock, just a 3-man rush. Man wide open. First down, Davion Smith. Weaving inside the 10 and belted down by Monyea. 1st and goal, Michigan.
50-year senior starting at quarterback, brings something to the table. That's eyes, using their eyes to draw defenders to Jake Butt and allowing Smith to clear into the flat.
I'm standing in the end zone just watching his eyes, Chris.
Over from Utah, he was the coordinator there the last 6 years. 2nd and goal, Smith trying to bounce it outside and into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan, and the lead for the Wolverines.
You saw it at Stanford. Saw it in San Francisco. Now you're seeing it here with Joe Karich getting the kick-out block and Cyril Noah-Lewis.
Protocol. This is Jim Harbaugh after the punt, and you can see him gesturing, and I think his point is that he was outside the tackle box and therefore fair game. You can see Jim keeps pointing toward the sideline. It's a rugby kick.
I think the fans love to see that.
Absolutely they do. He is a fiery competitor.
When I saw him getting that 3-point stance.
3rd down and 2. Design run for Collins, and he goes nowhere. Dropped for a bit of a loss. College education. He started out at Snow College in Utah. Very high snap. That illegal formation penalty is going to be huge now. Peremski, reminiscent of his days playing Australian rules football, is tackled. Ryan Navarro, the long snapper, didn't come close.
That's the 2nd bad snap in a row on the punt. You remember the one where they had the roughing the kicker over his head? And again, that one's over his head.
Well, that could be a game changer. 48 yards. How important was that illegal formation penalty? A lot of stops and starts at the end of the half. Smith starts with the handoff and ends in the end zone.
Athletic enough to pull. You want a guy to get a knockdown block on the goal line to establish your identity of Jim Harbaugh and being a Michigan Wolverine, and you get it right there by Big Ben Braden. Clear.
Buck goes in motion. Ty Isaac in at running back now. Design roll to the left. Peruta dumped it off in the flat. Jake Buck has a first down. Smith's helmet came off. He went out. Ty Isaac, the running back. Rudock faked it to him, then steps into a throw. It's a rocket to A.J. Williams into Beaver territory and down at the 47-yard line, knocked down by Caleb Salo.
9 different receivers caught balls from Jake Rudock last week. He loves to spread the wealth. Right there's the patience. He can have patience because he has time to step up in the pocket, allowing the receiver to clear. You see him step through that throw. He does have a strong arm when he can rifle through that throw with his back. I around and listen to it on the radio because I can't watch. It's a sickness I have. Yes, I can listen.
I'm glad you listen someplace, because here in the booth that does not happen. Davion Smith, another powerful run, refusing to go down, and finally taken to the turf at the 14-yard line. 19-yard run.
Hey, the most valuable player on the offense today is Ben Braden because he's clearing the holes so Davion Smith can use his vision. Look, there's no cuts to be made. Just north and south, straight ahead, Ed. That's what he is. That's what he does best.
Down and 7 for Oregon State. Quarterback dropped, and they were ready for it. We're the Wolverines.
Had success. This time they don't have success because your inside rushers are maintaining their rush lanes and closing anything down. They're not getting upfield, and Ojemudia is on a little bit of a stunt. Just comes back inside.
For most of this third quarter, Rudock surveying the options. Sent it out to J.U. Chesson. There's the speedster. Up the near sideline and down.
Former quarterback, Todd, that you love quarterbacks that put the ball on target so a receiver doesn't have to work.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, you love receivers that'll take a little toss like that.
Stayed 1 out of 7 on 3rd down. Look out! McMarion buried back inside the 2 by Chris Wormley.
Mark Spitz swim move. Take a look. Or Michael Phelps for younger generation. Look at that. Just steps inside. Doesn't worry about contain. Trusts his athletic ability. Watch the quick rip. Nice.
But it was a marriage that ended. His relationship was not great with ownership and the general manager, Trent Baalke. His relationship's great with Davion Smith. Sophomore from Los Angeles. Rudock blitz, stepped away from it. Got the ball off. Ian Bunting, the tight end, first down.
Drop back quarterbacks, pro-style quarterbacks, keep their eyes downfield, don't panic, and let the receivers develop in front of them.
And when pressure comes from the outside, you step up. Listen.
2nd and 4, why not stick with it? Power football again, and a touchdown. Tired-looking Beaver defense that was on the field for almost the entire 3rd quarter.
This is what we've seen all day. A guy that will not be denied, that wants to get in the end zone. And when you have backs run like that,
5th one in motion to the right. Rudock out of the gun. Running out of time. Caught. 2 points. It's Davion Smith's day. Rudock goes under center now. Sione Homa, another one of their fullbacks. They're down by 3 touchdowns, under 12 minutes to go. Seth Collins, the starter, back in at quarterback. Lost one, caught, and then dropped. Wow, what a hit by Jabril Peppers.
his speed to the game and a little bit of pop. Now, the thing I like about this is he does not lead with his head. Watch him get his head out of the way. Avoid the targeting penalty, moves his head off to the side.
Collins, flag thrown. Collins thrown down. Back at the 35-yard line. Desmond Morgan.
That would be the biggest upset in college football history right there.
Wow. Here's Derek Green. Runs for a first down.
It's 10 years. First-round offensive skill players, 4 to 0 in the last 10. That's the biggest difference to me.
Football spikes while he's coaching a football game.
I know that. You know everything. Ty Isaac. First down. Lunges inside the 5.
Best shot.
14th play of the drive. The 13th run. And it's a touchdown for Derek Green. Jim Harbaugh wins in his home debut as head coach at the University of Michigan. And in the end, it was a convincing victory.
Saturdays are a whole bunch of fun here in Ann Arbor, getting ready for another massive crowd at Michigan Stadium. We're going to see the first meeting ever on the football field between UNLV and Michigan.
With Keith Whiteley is the deep back. Decker hands it to Whiteley and nowhere to go. That'll be a tackle for a loss. James Ross.
Much this week.
Banged up, but he's still able to make a physical play and move the chains. Decker's first throw sails high, picked off. Coming the other way, it's Channing Scribbling. Scribbling with the takeaway. Still on his feet. Spun down at the 31.
But he's waiting for his receiver and threw it too late and behind the wide receiver. Whenever there's a pass play over the middle and you're late throwing the ball, it's usually going to be behind the receiver, and that's exactly what happened.
Left side. Hard time finding a situation when Michigan doesn't have 2 tight ends on the field. It's complete. Amara Darbo. Rudock. Smith wide open out of the backfield. Touchdown, Michigan.
The running back. He's looking down the field in the end zone for his tight ends. Wasn't there. Flips his hips to the outside. And
Michigan showing pressure. Oh, Decker loses it. Just has to jump on the football.
The way that defense is playing is a smart play.
Lake O'Neal, the transfer from Weber State. High kick, end over end. Beautifully placed.
Jarbo, good decision.
Second down and 6. Ty Isaac is the deep back. And they give it. This will be a little wide receiver action coming on the end around. And this has got a chance to go. J.U. Chesson, touchdown, Michigan.
Coach Harbaugh bringing out a bag of tricks and 2 plays in a row. First a reverse, and then now a little jet sweep. And Chesson, according to Coach
Decker, a senior out of Mesa, Arizona. Second year in the program. He's a junior college guy. Tackle in the backfield, Ryan Glasgow.
Hey, don't make mistakes. Let's see if we're playing smart football.
Peppers is going to return it. Starts from the 24. Peppers makes the first wall miss. Peppers in space. Spins to the 45. He's out to midfield. What punt, but a 24-yard return.
He's just making guys miss. This is all Peppers right now. Not great blocking. Nice spin there. Protects the football.
Now eligible for the first time to play. He looks the part. 6'3", 228 pounds, and he can run. Another chance for Isaac. Very patient run. Takes his time. Isaac, what kind of speed do you have? Down the sideline. No one's going to catch him. There he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
Block his wide receivers in this offense. Takes the sweep. He has pulling linemen. Patient. Has a stiff arm there to break himself free.
And 10. Full backfield for UNLV. Just trying to get something started.
Still growing with this offense.
Little quick hitter trying to get the ball out in space. This is Maurice Ways with a catch. And Ways has the first down and then some.
Good on 3rd and long all year.
3rd and 10. Rudock. Getting antsy in the pocket. Rudock looking for someone. Anyone. Man open deep, but he can't get it there. And Rudock's going to try and run. And he's short of the first down marker. First time that Michigan has gone 3 and out. Lake O'Neal, another rugby-style kick, and this one a boomer. Into the wind, it goes over the head of Whiteley and out of bounds at the 11-yard line. That's how you do it. 59 yards.
Michigan.
Whiteley trying to get to that edge, and the boundary comes up real quick for UNLV. First down at 10. That didn't work out very well.
It's a quarterback read game, and Palandek
plays a lot. 6'4" as a corner. Palandek in trouble, goes down.
And the coverage made that happen too. They're playing a lot of man coverage and allowing that rush to get there. Good pressure by the front.
Blake Decker wants to throw, throws a pretty ball, but that had no chance. It's picked off. Michigan's got the football, and it's that man again. Don't go testing Jeremy Clark.
Great job by Clark. Good technique. And watch him look back for the ball at the last second. Perfect technique. He stays with it.
And.com/gamefinder to find the game in your market. Ty Isaac breaks that first wall. He emerged out of nowhere.
He's showing why he was that big running back. That hole was plugged up. He just kept his feet moving. Balance.
They fake it to Isaac. Rudock throws a laser beam. It's caught.
Eric, Jake Rudock threw a dart the outside. That's a long throw to make. He's starting to find some rhythm and time.
3 tight end formation. Homa in front of Isaac. Homa's got a touchdown. A little bit of delayed gratification, but he's beaming right now.
Right now, that defense, they want to shut him out.
First down play, nothing doing. Xavier Campbell. They start at the 5. Full head of steam for Peppers. Looking for a crease. Didn't dilly-dally too much. Gets out across the 35. Palandek goes down. Maurice Hurst. Use him.
Just great pressure up front. Only a 3-man rush, and they still get there.
to the end zone, has a man incomplete, and that will do it. Jim Harbaugh and the Michigan Wolverines improved to 2-1.
Hey, let's get some picks started. Let's start, Desmond, with the one coming up on ABC, BYU and Michigan.
Really tough game for the Wolverines. I think that BYU is going to be very physical. The Wolverines are going to have to establish the run. They will win a close one. I got the Wolverines in a tight ball game.
Bob?
Michigan, I'm with you. I think that I had a nephew that went to Michigan, so I stay with Michigan.
There you go. Bob, I want to thank you very much for being on the show. It's the first time the guest picker has had as much white hair as I had. I really do appreciate you being on. Michigan.
Yeah, that's a good. I like Michigan as well. I just think that BYU, boy, they have been through it the last 3 weeks. I just don't know if they have enough to go to the big house and win, plus the physicality. I think the run game.
All 11 defenders in your picture. They're very close to the line of scrimmage. Davion Smith now with everybody up close has some running room. Michael Davis, the fastest Cougar, ran him down.
The typical back that you want for Jim Harbaugh's offense. Poggi and Homa, the two fullbacks, 19 and 39, do a good job of sealing with their bodies, creating space for Davion.
He's their leading rusher for the season. Pioneer High School, which is right across the street from Michigan Stadium. Rudock going deep, and it is caught along the far sideline by Amara Darboh.
It starts with making the right read. Single coverage on a double move, and Jake Rudock throws it up and away from any possible interception, and the concentration in the Odo Beckham-like catch by Darboh.
Rudock fake and then throws down the middle. Khalid Hill, the tight end, chopped down at the 1-yard line. 19-yard play.
Patience is the key for Hill, the tight end. They're going to fake a double screen to clear everybody out, get him running both ways. And Hill has to have the patience to sit in there and release at the right time. And right there, Rudock hit a wide open receiver for an easy gain. He missed one in the end zone last week when he missed Jake Butt on a similar type play.
Ty Isaac, the tailback now. Rudock fake to him, takes off running, has room, has a touchdown.
Contained player. That ball must be forced inside. You have defenders on the pass rush going inside, creating a lane.
Like I was an American for a long time, but officially he is now. And his teammates so happy for him. Devon Blackman gets only to the 13-yard line.
The Cougar wide receivers.
And they've rushed for 50 yards, pass for none. This run in trouble. Hine dropped for a big loss.
Glasgow's been very consistent right here, and he just beats Tijon Karoma one-on-one. You have to help your center if you got a good nose guard. Glasgow's a good one with a double team.
Beyond 45 yards ordinarily. Mangum ran into the traffic and got dumped back at the 47-yard line.
The outside pass rushers stay in their rush lanes, do not create a running lane for Mangum, and the result is sack, Todd.
He's not here for spring practice, finished his undergraduate degree in pre-med at Iowa in May. Deep down the field, that one's on target to Jake Butt. And they finally wrestled him down at the 25-yard line. It took two.
And you have the safeties right there and right there. That close to the line of scrimmage. We talked about it. Attack the middle of the field because they're all playing run. They're stuck up in there. Then Rudock delivers a strike.
Really good job by Butt there, catching the ball in stride on the run, getting up the field. Such a difference maker at the tight end position.
Third down, a long 3, nearly 4 for Michigan. They can get a first down without scoring. They don't have to worry about that. Touchdown to the American citizen, Amara Darboh.
You're going to get a nice little pick. See, Darboh comes inside. You have 3 guys taking 1 guy.
Third down at 8. 3 receivers to the left. Inside handoff, and they weren't fooled. Hine dumped for a loss back at the 20.
This does. It takes away rushing lanes. In Glasgow, it takes away rushing lanes for Mangum, and then your sound against the run as Jabril Peppers comes free inside along with Glasgow.
Davion Smith breaks free. Looked like he'd get stuffed at the line. Now Michael Davis can't wrestle him down, and he's going to score.
that's how you stop the power play. But you have 10 helmets just standing around and watching. Davion Smith, Todd, he might not be the fastest, might not have the best vision, but he's the hungriest and toughest of the Michigan backs.
Watch him, very rarely do you see him fall backwards or fail to gain an extra yard or 2 yards. There he happened to gain 50-plus yards at the end because of his pad level, the fact that he's going to attack defenders, initiate contact, and churn out those extra yards. Just a very committed, highly competitive runner with great power and like the leg drive that you look for in a back like this in this type of offense.
In our meeting, Tanner Mangum. Yanked down by Maurice Hurst. Rules changes in the NFL. Third first down by a penalty for Michigan. They don't need much help. Davion Smith pops another run. Micah Hanneman made the tackle.
So here's how you create an extra gap inside. Watch number 80 Hill going to come and seal the nose guard. Then when you don't account for that extra gap right there, it allows for the hole to open up, and Ben Braden does a good job of sealing off the backside. And
Isaac, a transfer from USC. They faked it to him and threw it to the tight end, Ian Bunting.
Games with Bronco Mendenhall's defense. I mean, again, another mental mistake. They get everybody running to the ball. Nobody disciplined enough to catch the backside tight end on a bootleg. And I mean, in the position of the offense, and you get that through practice and translate it to the game.
Everybody standing up on the Cougar defense, and Rudock, another good decision, looking for his second rushing touchdown of the day, and he has it.
You also have to maintain your pass rush lanes. They call this a radar defense, where they stand a lot of guys up. You see J.U. Chesson coming black and taking out Taki. But that's the decision making.
Rudock, plenty of time, good throw. J.U. Chesson the catch. He's at the 42, and it's a first down.
You know Rudock's feeling it when he makes that throw. He started with his eyes to the right, worked the middle, then back over to the left side. That's a tough throw to make, a little bit into the wind, all the way down the left sideline. He doesn't have a big-time arm, but he stepped into his throw and was able to get it there that time.
And he didn't throw to a man, Todd. He threw to a spot, and it's not enough.
2nd and 10. Longy, the linebacker blitz, didn't get there. Rudock, three-quarter delivery off to Amara Darboh.
Against USC, and Jake Rudock is like a different human being. Taking off running, using his mobility, that time changing his arm angle, coming out with the sidearm throw and just flicking it to his open receiver. Looks like a different quarterback than the one we studied on tape.
Yeah, week 1, week 2, he would have ran. He would have kept his eyes downfield, and I like the strike. Back not having success.
6 straight 3-and-outs for BYU. Jabril Peppers bringing back the Johnny Linehan punt.
Distant pressure's coming on you.
Tried the little screen, and it didn't work. Look out. Mangum taken down. There's a flag down as well. Guilty of the hold that's turned down.
Well, it's a nice little pick right here, and you're going to see the BYU offensive line does not adjust or switch. It's just a little pick play between the defense.
Michigan showing blitz. And Mangum has to fall on it. Couldn't handle the snap.
A couple years, there's a belief in this crowd and a belief in this Michigan football community that they can get it done.
Swing pass to Drake Johnson with a lot of running room. It was a 4-yard gain. Trouble with a low snap. The ball's free.
It's to run.
3rd down and 8. Cougars blitz. Good throw by Rudock on the money to Khalid Hill. And that one goes for 19 more.
Well, that's what you get when you drop a pass rusher into coverage. They drop Taki into coverage. Does not look for any open receiver. And it's easy pitch and catch for Rudock.
He was not going to be the starting quarterback by the coaching staff. C.J. Beathard was going to be the starter. Drake Johnson runs for a first down. When Jim Harbaugh was hired, he brought back hope and optimism. Now he's bringing back wins over good teams. They had lost 9 of their last 10 to ranked opponents. They defeat BYU handily today, winning 31-0 in a scoreless second half for both sides.
Hurricane Joaquin is threatening Michigan's game in Maryland this Saturday. Dave talked about it earlier. There's not much to decide about the game time or where it should be played until we get closer to Saturday.
On 3rd and 8 for Rudock. To the left side, and he's able to get it to his man at the 44-yard line, J.U. Chesson.
Job also by Rudock, but first of all, look at the protection. Rudock is eyeballing him the whole way. He can throw a good football.
They're going to try to keep him out of the return game. Angling for the corner, and that'll bounce into the...
Great kick.
No, right out of bounds at the 1. Excellent kick by Blake O'Neal.
That's a good plan.
Rowe stumbling, kept his feet, and Rowe on the run gets the first down.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about. You can see clearly the knee is down.
Further review. The quarterback's knee was down with him in possession. The ball will be placed at the 13-yard line.
Good protection again for Rowe, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45 by Jeremy Clark.
Have time. But look, this is trailed underneath. There was never any separation.
From the 38 on first down, Ross hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss.
Why this yardage?
The screen deflected, and it's intercepted. It went off the hands of Brandon Ross and right into the hands of Desmond Morgan.
The third one. Third drop. Watch Ross. He does it really well. He slips him. The ball, there was a little bit too much on it. But you can't be surprised by the ball.
Rudock, pressure coming from the backside, moved, got the first down, and backing all the way down to the 25-yard line is J.U. Chesson.
Again, half the field read. Watch, he's looking to the left side. So from the middle on over, anything's game. Chesson comes clean. Returnable.
Peppers at the 32. Peppers, nice little shift. Peppers down the sideline. You said it was returnable, Matt Millen, and it is. Peppers all the way down inside the 40. They're marking him out at the 37-yard line.
He's missed right on the front end, right there. There's 1-2. Now you have to get some help. And here's where it shows up. There's your first guy. And once he gets this and then gets to the edge, that's a nice move back up inside. Now Canteen is going to come up, and he's going to seal this off, and he can get to the edge. Once he's to the edge, now it's on him. The only thing that bites him is the sideline right there.
Play action, there it is. Rudock on the run. Can he get the edge? He gets the block. Nice cutback by Rudock. Look at Rudock on the run. Jake Rudock finally caught at the 12-yard line.
The quarterback's feet are not accounted for. And so once he gets to that edge, everybody has their coverage, everybody has their responsibility.
At the 43, good start for Maryland from a field position standpoint. What can they do with it? On first down, Ross trying to get to the edge. He cannot. Tripped up back at the 36 by Delano Hill. And it's Hill who's still down.
Yeah, you're going to watch 44. He's right down here. With this Maryland offense, if you as a defense can make them start running sideways, you win. They don't have speed.
You have negative numbers, you might have them next week. From the 33 on first down off play action.
Good coverage.
There's Butt with a cadre of blockers in front. Butt across the 40, stepping through tackles. Look at Butt roaming inside the 25 down to the 24.
On that left side, and then Butt just sneaks out. And then just takes advantage of all of his friends down the field. Pretty nifty.
Isaac split out way to the bottom of the screen. They'll throw the quick slant, the catch by Darbo, and a first down. He's tried to do it a couple of times when he shouldn't have today. 2nd and 8 at the 43. Ross again trying to stretch it to the edge. He's not going to get there.
Watch him get into the blocker. Here it comes. Get on 55. Boom. Right on top of him. Hold the outside. Disengage.
If anything here.
5-man rush.
Rose steps away. Throws over the middle. And it's intercepted again. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
You do not make that. say it was a great defensive effort, and it's a great pick. Like you said, it's on the back shoulder, but that's a panic throw. Don't make that throw.
On third down, pressure up the middle. They set up the screen to Johnson. Johnson with blockers. Johnson down the sideline. And Johnson with the ball popping out as he gets to the pylon. Touchdown, Michigan. Line of defense.
Yeah, watch Braden. 71. Got to buy a little help from those hands of his. But this is a nice job of knowing where the end zone is and getting in. See if he's in. Okay.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
Motion man is bunting. Now Butt and Hill motion to the bottom of the screen. Rudolph with time throws, caught Hill, and the two-point conversion makes it 14-0 Michigan. 46 for Garmin. Pressure coming, he's in trouble, and he's sacked. Matt Godin, the first guy to get there.
Yeah, they're going to see he's going to start to come, and then he gets locked up man-to-man. Corner's going to come down and get the coverage. Now it's 2-on-1. The tackle had to make a choice.
And all playing on BTN next Saturday.
Time to run the football, boys.
And they give it on the sweep to Chesson. J.U. Chesson down the sidelines, turning on the Jets. One man to beat. Chesson will outrun him into the end zone for the touchdown.
Side run, and they bring Chesson around to the outside. There it is. And then it's his speed. Nice angle. He outruns this angle. It's either going to be a cover 3 or man. And now it's his own.
And Garmin's in trouble, and he's sacked again.
Here's Maurice Hurst right there. Number 73 to the inside. Yeah, he's powering past the center on the inside. With all those picks, 7 picks in 2 weeks, yeah, I would think they'd have a chance.
Blitz coming again, and Garmin is buried. Willie Henry.
They just ran right past it, wasn't even close. Redshirt freshman who came in to take, has instincts, he has playmaking ability.
2nd and 10, delayed handoff on the draw to Johnson. Johnson has the first down and hit hard out of bounds. We want to welcome those of you who've been watching Minnesota and Northwestern here. A 21-0 lead for Michigan, enough to do as much. Give to the fullback on the track, Sione Homa. 2nd and 9 at the 23. Johnson, nice little cutback to find some green. Johnson powering his way down to the 2-yard line. 2-yard run for Johnson.
Well blocked up front, and then he's just running with his eyes.
A lot of power in that backfield. And it's Drake Johnson diving high for the touchdown. This for Jim Harbaugh in Michigan, back-to-back shutouts for the first time in 15 years. This team is awfully good defensively. That'll do it from Byrd Stadium. Our final score, Michigan 28, Maryland
undefeated Northwestern at Michigan.
We talked about both teams' defenses earlier. I think that Michigan, they got a few more athletes on defense. I think Michigan will win this game by 10 points.
I love Northwestern, but I think Michigan's starting to look like Michigan again, and I think they're just going to be too tough.
Very good pick. Yep. Michigan, a low-scoring game.
Low-scoring game, but the difference is playing in the big house. I think Jake Rudick's going to do a good job. Enough balance that I think that will offset Northwestern's defense. Wolves get it done at home.
It's J.U. Chesson from the 5-yard line. Chesson with a hole. Chesson down the sidelines. He's got great speed. J.U. Chesson, the opening kickoff all the way home in the big house.
When you're a returner, you have to run with your eyes. You know where it's supposed to go, but then this is where it opens. And once he sees the crack, which is down that right side, it's just speed. One man had a shot with an angle, but Chesson outran it. 6 points.
Receivers for Michigan on 2nd down and 3. Smith, nice little move. Davion Smith into the secondary, and Smith all the way down to the 35 of Northwestern.
Does enough to be able to make a miss. Right there. Was missed in the backfield. They didn't quite catch the number. They want to follow the ball. A young linebacker, believe your reads.
Rudolph on 2nd down. Floats it wide open. His butt at the 15. Butt inside the 5. Powering down to the 1.
to the left side of your screen, and Jake Butt comes back to the other side. Normally what happens, young players will follow their eyes.
And Poggi in the backfield. And on third down, Drake Johnson the carry. Trying to drive in, and he's crossed the plane of the goal line for the touchdown.
Low man wins. Nice job on the defense. They have him there, stop. But they just keep on pushing. The rest of the guys are able to defend off him.
On first down, the option to Jackson. Jackson nowhere to go. Jabril Peppers at the 21-yard line. At the 34. They set up the quick screen. Catch is made, and an excellent open field tackle of Mike McHugh by Jordan Lewis. In the backfield with Carriage in motion. And Carriage gets the carry, and Carriage into the secondary. The fullback rumbling down the field and down inside the 35 and the 32 of Northwestern.
This is what fullbacks running in the open field look like. As everybody's gaining on him. He did tried to come over the top instead of punching it from underneath. A lot of time the easiest way is to punch from underneath instead of
for Carriage, but in motion now on first down at the 32. Rudock, good protection, throws it short to Chesson. Chesson breaks a tackle. Chesson jumping in the air and down near the 5. It'll be first and goal, Michigan. Higdon off the fake. It's Rudock to the end zone. Rudock, touchdown.
So you're going to start with a fat. You start with a fake to one side. Rudock makes the first guy miss, and he's able to get in.
Chesson in motion on second down. Rudock, late pressure, throwing, and what a grab by Davion Smith at the 24.
Here's one of their fail-safes all the time. They'll take somebody and they'll set him right over the ball. You see that number 4 right there? That's Davion Smith. There was a lot of mustard on that thing.
Nicolai's second down, off play action on the bootleg. Williams on the run, first down for A.J. Williams. Thorson, the toss to Vault, nowhere to go, and Vault is down, a loss on the play.
Thorson, you have to affect the defense. Okay, they're going to snap this ball, and he's going to come down the line. Okay, now watch. There's no one threatening him. All he's done is declared what it is.
Third and 15. Good protection for Thorson. Nobody open. Thorson in trouble, and he's dropped. Willie Henry. You thought you knew everything about that championship team? You didn't. Watch the show to find out more. Rudock over the middle, and it is caught for a first down at the 48 of Northwestern. A.J. Williams.
Survey the field. Look at this protection down inside here. There is nothing there. They come with a 4-man protect. They kept 6 in, and he can find Williams just sitting down in the middle of that zone.
And Smith in the backfield. Rudock off the play fake. Open for the first down to the 35 is Drake Harris. 4 receivers for Northwestern. Pressure coming. Thorson to the sidelines. Excellent adjustment, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis down the sidelines. Jordan Lewis all the way home for Michigan. Defense getting into the act. Jordan Lewis with that pressure coming from Maurice Hurst. The interception. The adjustment trying to be made, but it was Lewis who took it away and took it all the way for 6. For Lewis.
Yeah, all you young corners out there, I want you to watch on the top side. Once he's going to let him get on top. Now turn, use the sideline as your defender. Now stay right on his hip. Now he looks, I look. And as soon as he looked, if Carr doesn't come down with it immediately, he got his hand in there, and then the ball's his.
Third and 8 at the 27. Thorson under pressure again, and he's sacked, and it's Willie Henry. Rudock on first down. Nice reversal. And Rudock sliding to get the first at the 42-yard line, and the flag in late after the contact.
Defense, number 27, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. The play is under review.
You heard the targeting call. Matthew Harris goes in head-to-head. Davion Smith on first down. Oh, Smith, great vision, great patience, and great power.
power into the Northwestern territory at the 48-yard line.
Guys, just watch this. Just enjoy this. How he runs behind his pads.
On the end around, Chesson trying to find some room, got a block. And Chesson nudged out of bounds across the 35, and the late flag is going to tack yardage on at the end.
There is no foul in the play. First down. And now when you have an opportunity in the open field, you've got to make the play.
47-yard attempt for Kenny Allen to add to the lead. Oh, plenty of leg, plenty of accuracy, 3 more points for Michigan. 9:27 to go in the third on second down. Jackson trying to reverse his field. Bolden and Henry are there. Second and 13. Rudock back to the air, complete to the 46 to Drake Harris. Second and 5 with Derek Green as the running back. Green gets the carry. A hole up the middle, and Green tripped up at the 30-yard line by Matthew Harris.
But I want you to watch this. Kale is 67 on the inside. It comes right on the other side, 71. Butt does a nice job. That's just assignment football.
For 230-pounder. First down and 10 from the 30. Oliver in trouble, and he's sacked. Play action for Rudock. Rudock finds his man open. It's Williams, the tight end, and Williams down to the 37-yard line. And the give is to the fullback, Homa, and Homa with plenty for the first down. They have 40. It's not going to end well. Second and 9, Rudock to the air. Quick catch is made at the 15-yard line, and driven back is Maurice Ways. Third down and short. Homa and Green. Green the carry. Green fighting for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. The cherry on top provided by Derek Green.
That was just grinded out football as you see him break the plane.
Throughout most of the day on Thorson. Alviti, there's that pressure again, and he's sacked. Says the defensive guy. Fourth down, Alviti gonna scramble. He needs 17 yards. He's not gonna get anywhere close. One more play for that Michigan defense to cap its third straight shutout for the first time since Ronald Reagan won a presidential election. What a performance today by the Michigan Wolverines. Dominating from start to finish in a 38-0.
Michigan State or Michigan, Des. Give your Herb Street. Wow. Got a little targeting going on.
Exactly.
Bob Wischusen and Brock Hewitt and Shannon Spake are standing by in the dome. Louisville and Florida State gets it started. Then we'll bring you back here to the Big House at 3:30 Eastern Time. Enjoy your college football Saturday.
Michigan State and Michigan. Battle of top 15 teams. Mark D'Antonio and the Spartans, of course, have owned the Wolverines, but Michigan hoping it will be the beginning of a new chapter with Jim Harbaugh, the head coach. Connor Cook sliding here, and Joe Bolden is called for targeting. Look at the replay, and guys, what do you think?
Poor call.
No question. Looked like he got blocked into him, right?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I thought it was bad.
Very poor call, no doubt about it. Same drive, Spartans on a 1st and 10 from the 11. They took advantage. L.J. Scott takes it in, and thus ends the shutout streak that dates back to September 19th. 212 minutes since Michigan had last given up a touchdown. It was 10-7 Michigan at the half, and early third quarter, Jabril Peppers, they started to use him as an offensive weapon in this game. First down for the Wolverines. And after several attempts from right down along the goal line, Michigan finally able to punch it in. And on top 17-7, there were a couple of replayed plays down there, and I don't know. We weren't even convinced this one was a touchdown, guys.
That was tough.
Hard to know. Midway through the second quarter, Jim Harbaugh was convinced. Midway through the second quarter on a 2nd and 8, Connor Cook, McGarrett Kings, who had kind of an up and down game, but Cook threw for 328 yards, Spartans within 3. And out of the fourth quarter, Cook has a man wide open. Pendleton just snuck out of the backfield, and he takes it for the touchdown. Or does he? They said he was down just shy of the goal line, and L.J. Scott takes it in from there, and the Spartans pull to within 2. Late fourth quarter, Spartans down 2. Cook looking for Kings. Incomplete on a 4th and 19, so surely that ends the game. All Michigan has to do is execute a punt, and they can't do it. The ball comes to Jalen Watts-Jackson, and look at the moves. As time expires into the end zone for one of the most improbable finishes you will ever see as Michigan State hoists the trophy. 27-23, a crazy finish. We're going to take you to Ann Arbor in just a moment. Listen in on Jim Harbaugh. But 7 wins in 8 games for Michigan State against Michigan. First time ever. The Wolverines have lost 7 of 8 to State.
We're in Minneapolis. It's Michigan versus Minnesota. It's Halloween, but neither of these two teams is interested in a bag of candy. They're interested in a little brown jug. Stay with us. We'll have the battle next on Inside Michigan Football.
Target. The run's going nowhere. Lost back to the 5 by Shannon Brooks, and a nice play by Maurice Hurst. Head coach is Tracy Clays. We'll document Tracy a little bit here in a second after Jabril Peppers picks up the ball at the 1-yard line after almost fumbling it and brings it all the way out to the 42. Second down at 2. Rudak, nice play fake, wants his tight end, and he's got him.
Over the head of most receivers. I mean, he really got that thing up in the air. Jake Butts is 6'6".
Second and 7 at the Gopher 28. They fake the end around. Rudak's got all day to throw. Finds his man, first down. Good throw to Smith out of the backfield.
Real outlet. Watch 86 now cross the formation. He's going to run the crossing route, and he's not open. Minnesota covers him. And Rudak did the smart thing. Dump it down to your check down.
It's the fullback again, and it's a Michigan touchdown for Carriage. 3 fullback runs. That's Jim Harbaugh football.
Power drive football. Watch the double team here. The center gets a block and give it to the up back.
Sends a line drive on the fly. Peppers at the 32, and he's off to the races. Peppers, one man to beat. He didn't beat him.
And Peppers was able to field it on the fly. I mean, he didn't even have to make the first guy miss because he was at full speed when he caught the football.
And force a punt, that would be a huge feather in their cap. Rudak pressured a little, throws, and this one's complete, and he's got a first down.
The football, but watch Rudak just find another open space, deliver the ball, knowing he's going to get shot or get hit.
High backfield this time with Smith. They fake it to him, the throw to the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. And it's J.U. Chesson.
Field, and he throws that ball a little bit short and makes his receiver stop before the safety gets there. Really well done. Well, this formation with the stack here, it really forces these two defenders to kind of play loose. They can't jump up into coverage. Both guys with speed. Chesson's going to break inside, Darbo outside, and a beautiful throw by Jake Rudak on time. That formation makes the coverage a little bit looser.
Interception. Here's a pitch on the get around. It's Peppers, got a nice block, and tripped up right about at the first down marker. The Jake Rudak numbers Michigan offense at the 25. And Rudak, play action, throws, caught, and it's going to be a first down, and that's Amara Darbo.
Is a guy who can run and make big plays. That's his 5th catch of the game on the little out route.
They give it to him. It's an end around, double reverse. Chesson's got room. First down and a bunch more. Out of bounds around the 34-yard line. Make it
for him. You know that he's a dynamic player. He draws a lot of attention. Everybody's thinking reverse to him. Double reverse. Nice call by the offensive coordinator, Tim Drebno.
Doc's right. Johnson. Big opening, first down run off the right side. He's all the way down to the 6.
Watch the center, Glasgow, number 61, pull out in front of this play. He's the uncovered lineman. He pulls out, gets the lead block on the middle linebacker, Pogue. Have to account for him anytime he's on. Shotgun.
He's going to take the snap. And Peppers heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. First time we've seen him in the wild Wolverine, and he took it 6 yards for the score.
A block down, watch 84, block down. They pulled the center and the left tackle, Mason Cole. And then a good hard-nosed run by Jabril Peppers.
Bunch set of wide receivers to the left, and now they motion a man as Michigan comes with a big-time blitz, and it pays off. Leidner's decked by Jared Wilson from his safety spot.
Coverage, they're bringing extra guys, and here's Wilson. He times it up, gets to the line of scrimmage, and then clear path to the quarterback. Good timing by the safety. Finds a gap and gets right to Leidner.
And with that sack, it took him out of field goal range, or any attempt anyway, and they'll have to punt. Play action, the fullback picks up the rush. Rudock throws down the middle and throws a strike to the 40-yard line. Outs, including Peppers, who's back in there trying to throw a block and got a pretty good one, and the tailback goes for a first down run. Drake Johnson.
Crazy formation. The running back Brooks way out here.
Whoa, that could have been an interception and a pick six by Peppers. He just couldn't find the handle.
He just has a feel for the game. He reads this right away. I mean, he is thinking touchdown all the way.
He jumps up to the line. Leidner running out of time again. Look out. Down he goes, way back around the 11.
Second down and short. Good way of managing the young quarterback.
Now it's Drake Johnson trying to follow his blockers and does it nicely to the 12-yard line. Play action, Spate throwing to the end zone. Got his man. Touchdown, Michigan. And it's J.U. Chesson.
First of all, they put 6 offensive linemen in here. They took the tight end butt out and brought another lineman in to have great protection, and Spate threw it on time to Chesson.
If they miss this, a Minnesota field goal would win it. They show the same formation. Empty set. 3 wide outs to the top, and the tailback down to the bottom of your screen for Spate. Waits and waits. Throws at the last moment and got it for the 2-point conversion.
Away on this. Watch his eyes. Left, left, left. Start to scramble. Eyes go right. 2-point conversion. Good.
Leidner in the gun. Michigan thinking about a blitz. They bring it. Leidner's got to get rid of it way before he wanted to. The blitz paid off.
There goes the clock.
There goes the clock. 17, 16, 15. Now they shift. Leidner's going to go into the gun with 10. 9, 8. Got to hustle. Leidner rolls to throw. He's in trouble. Lobs it incomplete, and there's only 2 seconds left in the game.
Boy, I don't know if Leidner knew that they were winding the clock, that they were not aware that the clock was going to start up.
And Minnesota is going to play to win for the Little Brown Jug on the final play. They're out of timeouts. Obviously, there's one snap, barring a defensive penalty, or it's over, and they're that close to the goal line. Leidner under center. Full house behind him. He'll try to do it himself. Did he get there? No signal, no touchdown. Michigan has won it.
This is it. From the one, Leidner tries the sneak. He doesn't make it. This game is over, and Michigan prevails. 29-26. Can you believe what I just saw?
Watch the leverage. Watch how low that front gets for Michigan. They get underneath the Minnesota linemen and drive them back.
And even though Leidner's 240 pounds, he doesn't get close to getting the ball in the end zone.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. The game is over.
They've done it 102 times in the past for the Little Brown Jug. Not too many of them any better than this one. And Michigan survives a scare in Minneapolis to go to 6-2 and 3-1. And there comes the Little Brown Jug that Minnesota has had since last year. And now it's heading to Ann Arbor.
What a ball game.
What a great game.
We saw it get taken last year, and we wanted it back bad. So to be able to go across the field and grab that jug and bring it back to Ann Arbor with us, it feels awesome.
We just wanted it back. We wanted it back for Coach Harbaugh's first season here. We wanted it back for the seniors. We wanted it to get it back where where it belongs, and it's a good feeling.
Ultimately, the jug really is ours. So I don't know if you know the story about it, but jug was ours first. It should stay that way.
In Michigan's last 2 games, it's gone down to the final play before it's been decided. Against Rutgers here at Michigan Stadium today, hopefully that doesn't happen. Find out next on Inside Michigan Football.
Down and 4. Rudock off play action. Open, the catch, and the first down. 3rd down and 8, they're bringing extra. Rudock trying to find some, he's got Johnson. Drake Johnson with blockers. And Johnson inside the 25 down to the Rutgers 22-yard line.
Red line call. They anticipated the blitz. You can see Longer coming inside. They're just going to let the rush go through and then just dump it over the top. And a smart job there by Braden to get out of the way and allow Drake Johnson to pick up his 28 and a first down.
Chesson the motion man. They fake the end.
Wide open. He's wide open.
Rudock finds him down the sideline. It's Holbein inside the 20, down near the 15.
Other times you want that everybody's eyes to go with them, and that's exactly what happened. You see all 3 of them, and there's more than that. The eyes are on Peppers, and he just gets a little wheel route down the sideline.
Now comes in motion on 2nd down. Rudock off the fake, throws for the end zone. It is caught. It is a touchdown. J.U. Chesson for 6.
Explain to you what Peppers, this is the Peppers effect. You're going to watch him. They're matching him here. As he comes across, this corner has got to get a jam on Chesson right there. Instead, his eyes come off and look for Peppers. What does that do? That takes him to the middle of the field. That position is in that defender is in no position to react. Look at this. It's wide open. This is like stealing. And that's all because of what they did with Peppers.
2nd and 10. Martin trying to find room up the middle, none there. 3rd down and goal at the 5. Play clock at 3 as Laviano gets the snap. Pressure coming. Laviano in trouble, and he's dropped at the 15-yard line. Chris Wormley.
Right from the start, you're going to watch him up at the top. It's going against Lumpkin, and Lumpkin just went with a head but didn't move his feet.
Short kickoff. Lewis from the 8. Lewis coming at full speed, gets the edge. Lewis at the 30. Lewis at the 40 and out of bounds. Play action. Rudock over the middle. His tight end is there, and Jake Buck with the catch.
In the middle of your safeties against any Jim Harbaugh offense, I guarantee there's a tight end going to be sitting inside.
Darbo in motion. Fake the end around. Rudock sets it up the screen for Smith with blockers. Smith at the 25, inside the 20, and Smith dragging down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
In a cover 2, a zone. And so that fake, you can see the second level, they start to stream with the fake. And that puts Smith out in the flat with no one in front of him.
And now motion from Darbo. Rudock had some running room, and it closed quickly. Reversing his field, and Rudock diving for the pylon touchdown. What a play by Jake Rudock.
By Jake Rudock. Let's see what happens. In. Yep. You can see it right there. He's still in bounds, and now he's going to extend and hit that thing. He can be out of bounds. That's 6 points.
Second quarter, Rutgers 2nd down and 7. Laviano to the air, in trouble. Laviano is sacked once more. Second time today Michigan's gotten to him. That was Royce Jenkins-Stone in that first quarter. Jabril Peppers was involved in. First down, Rudock. Great protection. Rudock looking for his tight end again, and he's got Butt inside the Rutgers 45 at the 43.
Jake Butt has been extremely productive this season. A lot of time.
To the sideline for Butt, and Butt's got the first down.
They all have different names for themselves. And we had a chance to talk to Jake Butt just yesterday. And he
now comes in motion. Rudock, the screen set up again. Smith with the catch, got a block, and Smith with a first down as he tumbles forward to the 15 of Rutgers.
Back there, there's nobody jumping the coverage right away. You can see Longer tries to get up there, Braden does a nice job of getting them. Kalis does a nice job of getting them.
Now in motion, Peppers with the ball in his hands on the edge. Nice move. Peppers got a block. Jabril Peppers for the touchdown. It is for Jabril Peppers. The move and the finish with the speed. Jabril Peppers into the end zone.
Just to show you exactly what happens right here, Quentin Goss on the side. He has to make a decision. Now, normally, you'd want to have this angle inside out. So you give yourself a chance and the offensive player to only go one way. But because of Drake Johnson, he has to try to go over the top, and Johnson gets a push on him and comes back underneath. Once that happens, Jabril Peppers is off and running. Get the ball back.
On first down, Smith found a hole using the power. Look at Smith driving for the first down. Second down, Rudock. Wide open at the 10 is Darbo, and Amara Darbo down before he gets to the goal line at the 2.
Usually when you blitz, you still cover people. Oh, that's a blown assignment completely. Yeah. That looks to me like was Lasan Austin. You can't run a man blitz underneath and have nobody out there covering people.
Johnson in the backfield. Third and goal. Toss play. Drake Johnson got a block, got the touchdown.
One guy to get, and he's got him. Drake Johnson just...
Grant in motion. They'll throw it to Grant, slips through the tackle of Peppers, but Peppers slowed it up and progress is stopped.
So here's what they're doing. Okay, they're going to go back in motion and they're going to bring him to here so it's stacked. And that forces you defensively, here's your coverage guy, to have to back off. Well, they start the block, and Peppers reads it from inside out and attacks it.
Top spot at the end of the year in the East. Short kickoff. And trying to find a little running room to the outside and room to run. Down the sideline goes DeMonte Thomas.
Sometimes you're hoping that the up guys are linemen and can't run. Instead, they kick it to a DB. And
toss play. Johnson with blockers in front. Look at the corner. Johnson caught and a flag down as he's out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Hester had him. He got it perfect.
Personal foul.
Third down and 3 at the 8. That's Johnson in motion.
Watch your quarterback draw.
Rudock to the end zone, and it is caught by Amara Darbo. The touchdown for Michigan.
This is a small window. This is a great throw. The feet are both down. There's control. It's a catch. That could account for it.
First down. Laviano going to the air, and the pass is intercepted. Picked off by Michigan's Jared Wilson. His first interception of the year.
Well, we just got done saying when the guy has an opportunity, Laviano's got to hit him. Janarian Grant got on top of Peppers, but Wilson beat him to the punch.
Second down and 7. Hicks again. Met in the backfield, and Hicks going nowhere. Play clock is at 3. Laviano. Pressure up the middle. He's in trouble, and he's sacked. Chris Wormley.
This thing went nowhere fast. Wormley came around on a stunt. It looked like it was a TE stunt. Tackle first, end around.
A.J. Williams, the motion man. On first down, Buck wide open. Buck breaks the tackle. Jake Buck on the run. Inside the 15, inside the 10, and down at the 4.
And Rutgers secondary and back 7, I should say, have been biting and have been playing off all game long. Jake Rudock is taking advantage.
Smith with the carry, and Smith at the goal line in for the touchdown.
This is smart. You can watch. Smith's just going to power through. He breaks the plane right there, but
Rudock for 2. Rudock flushed. Gonna run. He's got the 2. The running back in this set. Rudock finds the tight end along the sidelines, A.J. Williams. 4th and 7.
He's got a man-to-man down the bottom.
He's looking that direction for Agadosi. It's a jump ball, and it's incomplete, and Michigan's defense gets the hold.
What you're looking for, man-to-man on the backside. And Jordan Lewis, who's having a fantastic year, that's a great play.
At the 18-yard line, quick toss on first down to Chesson. And Chesson, turning the corner, gets the first down. And from Smith. Big hole! Davion Smith down the sideline, tripped up across the 30-yard line. Yard pop for Smith.
Yeah, and a nice job of blocking up front.
Janarian Grant has had a kickoff return for a touchdown today from the goal line. Here he goes again. Grant in trouble down at the 15-yard line. Laviano with a flag down. And Martin going nowhere. Like the Hawkeyes will be undefeated if they can hold on to a 35-20 lead right now over Indiana. 3rd down and 4. Redding under pressure, and he's sacked. That pocket collapsing quickly. Taco Charlton got there on top of Redding.
He is a talented man, and he just goes right around that tackle like.
Jim Harbaugh's Michigan Wolverines now 7-2 with an impressive 49-16 win over Rutgers, blanking the Scarlet Knights in the second half and coasting to the 33-point win.
Michigan versus Indiana in Bloomington. The Hoosiers coming off 5 straight losses. The Wolverines off a big win over Rutgers. What happens in Bloomington? Stay with us and find out on Inside Michigan Football. Michigan won the toss and deferred, giving the defense a chance to make an immediate impact on the game, and they did. First real big play of this game. Sudfeld. He gives it to the running back, and he is smothered.
That is a negative there, baby.
Divine Redding tried to get the 4th down on 3, and the Michigan interior snuffed it. Up under center is Rudock. Rudock straight back to throw.
Indiana was offside.
He's got a man wide open deep in the end zone. The ball is caught. Touchdown, Michigan. That's Chesson. And the Wolverines strike first with a 34-yard touchdown pass. Michigan's defense then bends but doesn't break on Indiana's second possession. And he gets out of the pressure, loses the ball, and then falls on it. And now we've got a flag on the play.
No.
There was not a penalty against the Wolverines, which forced Indiana to kick a 40-yard field goal, making it 7-3. After a Michigan 3-and-out, the Hoosiers kept the ball the rest of the quarter. Here's the snap to give up the middle. No, it's capped by Sudfeld and has a first down. They travel 72 yards in 17 plays, but were forced to settle for another field goal, cutting Michigan's lead to a single point. Got a lot of time throwing down over the middle. Ball is caught by Jake Butt. out to the 30-yard line. Rudock back to throw. Looking, now he'll run. He's got lots of room to the 40. He's up over midfield. He's into Indiana territory. Rudock in the shotgun, throws to Peppers. He's got it over the midfield, inside the 40, inside the 35, and he's got a first down to the 32. Rudock, straight back. Here comes a blitz. Rudock looking to throw. He's got room. He's under center. Fakes the running play. Good block. Wide open in the end zone is Chesson. Touchdown, Michigan, 16 yards. Indiana gets another field goal, making it 14-9, but Michigan counterpunches. Throws over the middle. He's got Chesson at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, J.U. Chesson, 64 yards. The Wolverines score to make it 20-9.
Chesson now has 4 touchdowns in his last 8 receptions.
IU responds with a 61-yard drive in 7 plays. And with 49 seconds left to play in the first half, Michigan's lead shrinks to just 5 points, 21-16. Michigan reacts with a 6-play, 49-second drive, which ended with a Kenny Allen field goal to end the half, with the Wolverines leading 24-16. After going off at halftime with a 24-16 lead, Michigan offensively gets the ball to open the half. They go 3 and out and lose 20 yards. They punt it away to Indiana. Then Mitchell Page goes 51 for a score, and it's 24-23 Michigan now. And the Wolverines are definitely in a football game. The next time Indiana got the ball, they drove right down the field and kicked a 25-yard field goal to take a 26-24 lead. Michigan's first drive of the fourth quarter was productive. The Wolverines go 77 yards, but had to settle for a Kenny Allen field goal to retake the lead, 27-26. Pistol, Sudfeld gives to the running back Howard. Howard pounds his way over the 40, good enough for a first down, and he's still going. Clock running, 3:05 left. Sudfeld in the shotgun. The pistol behind him is Howard. Howard takes it, tries the left side. He's got room, breaks it over the 20. He's inside the 10, to the 5, and he will score. Here's motion to the right. The give to Howard up the middle, and he scores right over the middle, virtually untouched. The score, Indiana 34, Michigan 27.
I knew this was a prolific Indiana offense, but I didn't see them being able to gash the Michigan defense in the running game the way they have.
Under center, Rudock, one setback, Davion Smith. The fake to Smith, Rudock back to throw, looking over the middle, throws over the middle, caught by Jake Butt.
Jake Butt with the best hands on this football team. If it's anywhere near him, he snares it. It's just that simple.
Butt in motion to a wing left. One setback. Davion Smith back to throw. Jake Butt getting pressure. Throws deep. Ball is intended. It looks like Chesson's got it at the 3-yard line. His defender Dutra ran by him. So did Crawford, and Chesson catches it. They mark him down at the 2 of Indiana. This is 4th down and goal from the 5. Rudock in the shotgun. Drake Johnson in motion right. The snap, Rudock looking to throw. Ball is caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
Good. This is the game. Michigan for the tie. 6 seconds to go. 4th and goal. Here comes a blitz. Rudock to the end zone. In traffic. It is caught. Chesson. Touchdown. His 4th of the game.
What a monster game by J.U. Chesson tonight.
The give is to Jordan Howard. He gets around the edge to the left side. Breaks it down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Jeez.
Man, oh man, he gets down to the 9-yard line. He gets it. He gives it to Howard. Howard dives, and he's in. Touchdown, Indiana. Back to throw, Rudock. Rudock throws. He's got Jake Butt. Butt's got it at the 5, and he will score. Rudock back to throw. Good blitz pickup. Pass wide open is Darboh. He's got it in the corner of the end zone. Michigan with 1 play scores. Sudfeld gets the snap. Looks to throw. Throws to the left. The ball is tipped. Incomplete. Incomplete. Michigan will win in double overtime. 48, 41.
Unbelievable.
Jordan Howard looks like he's set. Sudfeld will throw it. End zone. Batted around, it falls incomplete. Michigan survives.
Pass is incomplete.
Delano Hill broke it up, intended for Mitchell Page.
The records show that when I put the rally cap, when I turned my head backward, this game turned around. What an unbelievable bit of resolve by the Michigan defense at the very end.
In a game like tonight, double overtime, 48-41, a Michigan victory, there are all kinds of big plays and key players. Ed Kengursky has that story.
Some real heroes, as you mentioned. I mean, Jake Rudock, I mean, he's going to remember this game until they throw the dirt over top of him. I mean, that's how long he's going to remember this one. And J.U. Chesson, guys fighting for their lives, found a way to win. It's going to be as good as anyone you can ever have.
From State College, Pennsylvania and Beaver Stadium, a great football matchup, two traditional schools, Michigan versus Penn State, and there's a lot on the line, and it's all coming up next, right here on Inside Michigan Football. Michigan won the coin toss and deferred, giving Penn State the ball first. The give is to Barkley. He's got room. He's to midfield. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20. He could go, and he's brought down. The Lions go 73 yards in 5 plays and take a 3-0 lead. Michigan's opening drive covered 90 yards as the Wolverines took the lead. The ball is caught at the 40, at the 30. J.U. Chesson is down. He fakes to Davion Smith. Back to throw. Looking down the middle. Throws then over to the left. He's got Jake Butt at the 5. Butt fights his way, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
You can't block any better than that with this Michigan offensive line. The best pass rush in America this entire drive was completely stonewalled by this Michigan offensive line.
Down. It's on Michigan. And a free first down for Penn State. Hackenberg extends the play, doesn't throw it away, takes another sack. You're either at Beaver Stadium or the Big House, two of the iconic spots in college football. There's Saquon Barkley trying to turn the corner. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage in the favorite target this year for Hackenberg. They'll try and run for it, going nowhere. Taco Charlton all over Saquon Barkley. 3rd down and 10 after the timeout. Delayed blitz. Rudock down the sideline. Darboh is there. Does he do the toe tap? He has the completion. And he's in bounds at the 44-yard line. What a catch by Amara Darboh.
Looking like Mario Manningham right here in a Super Bowl. That is big time. That is body control. That is the leading receiver for the Wolverines. Not a well-timed or accurate throw there. And this is all about possession through contact with the ground into that game. This team's got great resolve as well.
Another swing pass to Smith. Makes a man miss. How about that run? Inside the 30-yard line with play clock at 1. Over the middle, it's Jake Butt. To the 11-yard line.
You couldn't put together a better 2-minute drive against Indiana when you absolutely had to have it, and Jake Rudock has such tremendous poise.
So what Jim Harbaugh talked about, Jake Rudock is playing like a viable NFL quarterback. 1st and 10 at the 11 after the timeout. Penn State brings a blitz. They throw it out on the edge. Using his speed, getting to the goal line is Darboh. What a drive by Jake Rudock in Michigan. Make it 6 in a row. Breaking a tackle is Darboh. He's got a 1st down in the shotgun. Rudock looks away from him. And there's Maurice Waves, who just came on, replacing Darboh this year on ESPN.com. DeAndre Tompkins deep to receive the punt. The intentional end-over-end kick from O'Neal. Perfectly executed. Down inside the 10. Looks like they'll mark it at about the 7 for Penn State. 3 wide receivers to the field on 3rd down. And a long 5 close to 6. On the slant, broken up, intended for Godwin. O'Neal looking for the corner. And that ball's dropped. It's loose inside the 10-yard line. Michigan might have it. And they do.
receiver recovered by the kicking team. First down, Michigan.
This time it's Homa at the goal line. Is he in? No signal yet. It looks like he is. Yes, it is a Michigan touchdown.
Teams do, really through the history of football. You're really good going into and out of halftime. Mask, and you're going to draw that penalty. That's the right call.
Play clock down to 5. Back to throw Hackenberg. Down the sideline, looking for Hamilton. Flag out. Jabril Peppers one-on-one with Deshaun Hamilton. And this will go against Peppers. Jim Harbaugh and the entire Michigan sideline losing their minds.
Pass interference, defense, number 5, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
The puffy coat is coming off.
Hat, coat, headgear.
30 yards and penalties on the last 2 plays.
There's a few things tried and true about Harbaugh. He's going to wear khakis. He's going to tuck his fleece into them, and he is going to argue for his players on every single penalty. He doesn't think they ever do anything wrong. And he's looking for the push-off, and here goes the jacket. The headgear's already off.
I think he had a point. I think the first contact was Hamilton pushing off, and the officials didn't give the push-off to Peppers. They got him with the second contact as he tried to catch back up. Again, going right up the middle and going nowhere is Saquon Barkley. James Ross made the tackle. Jim Harbaugh is still furious. You can see, he said he pushed off. That was the call that he wanted. That was the call the entire Michigan sideline wanted.
Yep.
And I think he has a case. A loss of 3 on first down. 4-man rush. Hackenberg under pressure and sacked again. He's going to lose 7 more. Taco Charlton was there. Well, with the training staff to come out and take a look at Hackenberg.
And that's a wonderful job by Charlton of using his hands. And it's
less than 2 yards per play their last 30 plays. 3rd down and 10. Hackenberg to the sideline. Hamilton, did he hold on? Tumbles out of bounds and they say no. Couldn't maintain control.
That is a perfect pass on a 3rd down where you have to have it. Christian Hackenberg could not have thrown that ball any better. He could throw it with anybody.
This time he'll give it to Barkley, and Barkley's going backwards. 2nd down and 10. Barkley lost at least 2, if not 3. Maurice Hurst with a tackle for loss. He's going to try and throw for it. Under pressure into the end zone. Incomplete. Returnable kick from the 5 for Jordan Lewis. Making players for Penn State miss. Keeping the return alive. They can't bring him down. To the 50. Lewis still on his feet to the 40-yard line of Penn State.
This is the will and the want to of Jordan Lewis, who's played a really good game as a corner. But he's breaking tackles, he's got toughness, he's got vision. And what a response once again. Every time you hit Michigan, every time you think you've got them on their heels a little bit, they do what championship teams do, and they respond.
And now your special teams gives up a huge return. Here's an end around to J.U. Chesson. He gets blockers down the sideline. Now they shift into that full house backfield. Smith gets the call, leaps over the pile. He reached it across. That's a Wolverine touchdown. And a good call. Right down the line, the ball breaks the plane. 5-man rush. Under pressure is Hackenberg. He goes down, and now it'll be 4th down. 5 on the play clock. 4th and 10. Under pressure, stiff arms, throws to the sideline, incomplete. Royce Jenkins-Stone all over Hackenberg, and Michigan gets the ball back on downs. And again, it's their defense that does the job.
And his family and those he really trusts are going to have to continue to answer.
That's a first down run for Davion Smith, and that will do it, as now Michigan can simply go to victory formation. Congratulations to Michigan. They find a way to get the job done again. 28-16. They beat Penn State.
Here a game happened after this game, Ohio State, Michigan. So these two teams played thinking if they won, they could still win the division. Meeting number 112 between the two all time, but the first time ever, it was Urban against Jim. Ohio State had no offense in the first quarter until this play. Ezekiel Elliott goes 66 yards. Maybe a siren, but definitely a siren.
It's a semi-siren, I think.
Elliott.
Stop it. That was a full siren.
His rushing total from last week was just that carry. This is J.T. Barrett keeping it and scoring it. So Ohio State strikes first, leading 7-0. But really, the story of the day was Ezekiel Elliott. He ran for 214 yards against the Michigan defense that gave up only 100 rushing yards a game entering the day. Here's Jake Rudock on the other side of the ball, looking for Davion Smith with a first down and more, a 24-yard pickup. Michigan's in the red zone. A few plays later, might as well look to J.U. Chesson. Seems to always work. First down, touchdown. Wolverines only down by 4. To the second half we go, and Jalen Marshall is about to earn the award for outstanding achievement in the field of excellence. J.T. Barrett floats it. Excellent catch by Marshall for the touchdown, and Ohio State is coming out firing early in the second half. To the fourth quarter, the Buckeyes are up 28-13. Barrett hands off to Elliott. He does the rest of it. The team ran for 369 yards. And the defense came up big, too. Look at Joey Bosa swallowing Jake Rudock. I mean, that was a tough hit. Rudock had to leave the game because he was hurt on it. So with 9 minutes left, Ohio State already up 35-13. J.T. Barrett, one more chance. This is his third rushing touchdown of the day. My goodness, Ohio State, for the third year in a row, makes Michigan fans leave the stadium unhappy. 42 points yet again for them. They win 42-13. That is 18 straight road wins for Ohio State, the longest streak by any Big Ten team.
The Buffalo Wild Wings Citrus Bowl. The Michigan Wolverines, first year under Jim Harbaugh, 9-3, third in the Big Ten East. Fifth bowl appearance in the last 6 seasons, taking on Coach McElwain's Florida Gators, SEC East champion, and 24th bowl appearance in the last 25 seasons, 1 o'clock Eastern on ABC. I'm going with the coach here first because this is a coach's matchup. You got Harbaugh and McElwain, two great quotes. I can't wait to hear McElwain talking about dead fish leading up to this game, whatever other gems.
And birds with machine guns.
Now, this will be good with both of them. These two guys probably did the best job in the Power 5 of coaching in the first team.
We are in Orlando as both Michigan and Florida look to win the last game of the season on the first day of 2016.
He has been woeful, hurt himself. Now it's a fake, falls on the ground. The kicking game for Florida has been an abject disaster.
Just a little better defense. Normal kicker for Florida, who is struggling out. Neil McInnes, a walk-on, has a blown ACL. He'll be fine. He has a brace on. He can do no further damage. So his staff until training camp. So it took a little while to get comfortable.
Rudock with the fake throws to Jake Butt, his All-American tight end, and Butt has a first down.
And this is a good one in Jake Butt. And the good news from nice catch. Just a little off mark, goes out and gets it, running around and getting positive yardage.
And he's a load at 5'11", 228. Great cut! Inside the 30, 25, still on his feet down to the 20. And this is against an exceptional SEC defense.
Take for the NFL is the center Graham Glasgow of the Wolverine Glasgows. There are 3 brothers on the team. And Glasgow, a guy who this coaching staff and Tim Drevno, who's the offensive line coach and offensive coordinator, was in San Francisco and a very good one. They think he's a second, third-round pick and NFL future guys.
The co-defensive coordinators had seen enough. They decided they were going to blitz that time. Now back to the ground game with Drake Johnson.
Again, was playing great at the end of last season. Nice cut behind the block of the left guard, Ben Braden. But he's an explosive guy.
Darboh is out to the right, single coverage with Hargraves. They will go to the left. Drake Johnson, touchdown.
What a great run. I mean, just blown up at the point of attack on the inside, but a wonderful block by the fullback, Joe Carriage. Oh,
You can still hit mute occasionally.
Ruda. First down and more. J.U. Chesson into Florida territory. Gain of 25.
Really getting a nice feel for the game. The team's overall MVP, of course, he had the great catch at the end against Indiana to send it in overtime. And I understand why Harbaugh's mad. That's not necessary.
Four-man rush. Ruda going deep. Chesson is by himself. Somebody blew a coverage in the Florida secondary.
Well, this is the side of the coverage you're going to watch. Hargraves, no reason to jump that. There's no reason to jump that.
A rare mistake by the All-American corner, and it cost them the lead here in the Citrus Bowl.
So today.
Harris under pressure. Floats it for the end zone. It's up for grabs, and it's intercepted. That is another one of those awful mistakes.
The backup is a transfer wide receiver at quarterback because of all the injuries and guys transferring. So
everyone believes he'll do a great job at Florida. Rudolph floats it. Great catch. Flag is down at the 36-yard line. Chesson.
Runs sub 10, 400 meters, and that's good route running and a terrific throw.
Blitz coming. They timed it beautifully, but they're not going to catch Wayne Johnson. Or Drake Johnson as he gets to the outside.
Time this out. And he goes to the right of the center. Glasgow nails him, knocks him way off his target where he was trying to run through. Nice job by Glasgow, but because the other linebacker, Davis, just ran right up into the line of scrimmage, both linebackers took themselves out of the play.
Interesting. And very unselfish. Perry is open. Boy, was he open.
And seemed to be on the side and not on the coverage. Maybe he was expecting some help and just making sure that that foot was down. And this young man, Grant Perry, a true freshman, his confidence has grown and grown and grown all year.
Tailback behind Carriage. And the big guy rumbles off the left side. Sione Homa. Michigan sticks with its four-man rush. And pressure again. Harris just has to chuck it.
I'm not sure he was out of the pocket.
There's the flag.
Yeah. And boy, Willie Henry has been unblockable the last two plays. Clearly did not get outside the right tackle, the so-called tackle box.
Smith will go in motion. Rudolph shorts up. That pass is tipped and then caught. Darbo makes the catch after Tabor got a fingertip on it.
Just reading Rudolph's eyes, and Rudolph gets just enough air on that. And
from the 49. Fake one way. Throw it over the middle to Jake Butt.
So maybe some depth issues at linebacker for Florida.
Butt still on the field as he delivered a blow. This pass is complete for another first down. Jake Butt at the 28. And make the catch.
Well, I mentioned some of those linebackers out. He's one-on-one with Tabor and throws him. What a route. This position.
Smith again. Big hole.
Good start for Florida. Just get, that right side. I was saying they were getting beaten all this series at all.
Slant pass almost picked, but it's a touchdown to Grant Perry. That was so close to a pick six. Marcus May read it beautifully, and it went right past him into the arms of Perry.
I mean, May misses that by a fingernail.
Michigan extends its lead as Rudock to Perry. Boy, was that close. Stretch out his legs, but once you get him in this kind of heat for a big guy, Harris will go down. They sack him back at the 8-yard line. He dissed before this bowl game.
And Wormley was a guy who
and that defensive line can now tee off on Harris. Give it to Taylor. It was a really slow developing play. That just took forever, and you knew it wasn't going to go anywhere. Send Butt back to the left. Rudolph. Chesset beats Hargraves. Runs a post, and Rudock put it on the money for 45.
Chesson has beat Hargraves. Just had the inside on him the whole way. Jake Rudock is on the money, isn't he?
Yep.
There's another transfer. Bring him on.
3rd and goal. They give it to the fullback, Homa, who just bowls his way into the end zone. His 5th rushing touchdown of the season. All 242 pounds. The big senior may have put it away.
They transfer once again with John O'Corn transferring in from Houston, eligible next season.
Here's another tight end, Khalid Hill.
He's still got the headset on and the glass at the end of the nose.
Draw play to Drake Johnson, gets outside, lost the ball, but it's out of bounds. Just like Harbaugh from the other guy.
And Michigan's been a destination, and now you've got a dynamic guy at head coach. Just like at Ohio State, there's a dynamic football.
3rd down, Rudock, wide open, Drake Johnson, touchdown.
I love the heel click. I've been on teams that end the season with a good win like this. It's amazing what this can do for you going into the offseason. And I know there's some questions probably, coming back next season for both sides.
They fake the punt. And they will not get it as they try to run with Taven Bryan.
Sione Homa in his last game in the maize and blue. He is going to make life rough all afternoon for Matt Rowland, sophomore linebacker out of Ashburn, Virginia. Wait, it's not over yet. He's going to go get him a face full of Homa again on the backside, and then just for the fun of it, how about a touchdown for Homa? Sound effects of Berman for those runs and blocks.
Rudock over the middle to a new tight end, Ian Bunting.
Needs to continue to put up tape against a good opponent. So that's why I would assume you're still throwing it.
Rudock inside the 15 down to the 11-yard line.
1,000-yard passing season, which would be a big deal here at Michigan. Nice job of him taking off. And then, of course, as the backup quarterback had to give all of that up.
Blitz coming, and he is drilled.
Well, that's just not fair if that's the way you're going to cut in that Citrus Bowl trophy.
Why not?
Might go bad eventually.
Well, you just replace it.
A special talent at quarterback. I think Rudock's very good as well. But Bethard, a little better runner. What a snap.
Tough throw, great catch. And now the victory formation as Harbaugh is not going to try to score. Oh, what a great day for the Wolverines. He goes over 3,000 yards. They win their 10th game. Quite a first year for Jim Harbaugh. 10-3 as he comes in to restore the glory for Michigan.
On that final pass a moment ago, you became the second quarterback in the 136-year history of Michigan football to throw for 3,000 yards in a single season, young man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Go celebrate.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Mike.
Doc, thanks so much.
You can see the emotion. What a terrific ending for that young man.
Final score here at the Citrus Bowl in Orlando, 41-7 Michigan. After taking a punch early from the Florida Gators offense, goes on to win and get their 10th victory.
On behalf of Buffalo Wild Wings, I'd like to congratulate the winner of the 2016 Buffalo Wild Wings Citrus Bowl, the Michigan Wolverines.
And year one of Jim Harbaugh in Ann Arbor is over, but the maize and blue are back. Congratulations to Michigan, winners of the Buffalo Wild Wings Florida Citrus Bowl.